Ja, nu ska vi se. Där står han, ja.
Refuses to see you. Now
Good
go.
to see you, my friend. I could use an ally in this desolate place. The Grey Host has turned his attention upon the Reach, but the local ruler refuses my help. This so-called despot of Markarth thinks walls and sentries will hold back their fury. Ard-Kadok. He rules the Reach from Understone Keep in Markarth. I've come to offer my help against the Grey Host, but he has turned me away time and time again. Meanwhile, even here, in the shadow of the city, the Grey Host plots and conspires. It's an alliance of vampires, witches, and werewolves bent on slaughter and destruction. To protect the Reach, I need to learn why the Grey Host has come here, and I need to secure the cooperation of Ard-Kadok. Would you be willing to help me? With your help, we may save the Reach yet. While I continue to exert diplomatic pressure, I need you to find information the Ard will consider valuable. Something concerning the rebels that plague his rule, perhaps. Start by talking to the sentry. Reach folk deal in bargains. They respect strength and skill, and they believe in rewarding favors. If we can bring something important to the Ard while demonstrating these qualities, I think he'll agree to hear us out. If we're to stop the Grey Host and help the Reach, we don't have a choice. At the very least, we need his resources and support. In my time here, I have heard about these rebels, but I'm not sure the extent of their rebellion. See what you can learn. Remember, remain respectful but wary when dealing with Reach folk. They don't suffer long speeches, not even short ones. Keep your conversation with the sentry brief and to the point. Once you find something, meet me in Markarth at Understone Keep.
Okej. Ja, vi orkar inte ta alla dialogerna där, så vi tar nästa.
Didn't you hear? You
Uppdrag.
and that fancy bastard aren't welcome here. Get, or I'll make a scarf out of your guts.
Så snäll du var då.
We know all about the blood drinkers and the beast folk. We were dealing with them just fine before Ard-Kadok called us back to Markarth. The witch rebels are a bigger threat, along with outsiders who try to get into our business. Some wilder witch has been stirring up the clans to the east of Markarth, making trouble for Ard-Kadok. But we'll have her head on a pike soon enough. Look, if you want to see the Ard, then bring news he doesn't know. Something about the rebels.
Ja, vi får sätta igång. Och rider iväg till uppdraget här. Och resten markerar framåt här. Ser ut att vara en regnig dag i Markarth. Markarth heter det väl kanske. Jag är inte så jäkla noga.
Stay here as long as you like. I'm done waiting for Ard-Kadok to muster the clans.
Are you now? And what do you plan to do about it? Join those rebels? You wouldn't have the first clue about how to find them.
That's where you're wrong. Connell says they're gathering in the eastern foothills.
Well, then your head can wind up on a pike with the rest of them, you damn fool.
Ja, det var en. Ja, det var några coola hus. Vi rider iväg. Ska vi se. Oj, nu trasslar jag in oss helt i bakgården här. Vilken grej. Får rida bakom huset då. Ja, det ser ut att vara en genväg. Eller så är det väl en senväg kanske. Det är lite så här fin panflöjtsmusik. Lite så här, ja, indiankänsla kanske. En bokhög. Vi ser så vi inte slår ihjäl oss när vi hoppar ner här. Jaha, så det är cool sten då. Ja.
witch rebels are as bad as the damn... Get away from me, you reeker. You think the Grey Host? Does it look like I've been bitten or clawed? It's the damn witch rebels. And they can't tell a reach folk from a monster any better than you can. They thought I was one of those invaders. Spirits, take the lot of them. I, like a pack of wild dogs they were, kept shouting Arana, Arana as they bore down on me. I took an arrow in the leg before they listened to me, before they decided I wasn't an invader. I think Arana spoke to me. I think she was their leader.
Okay.
No, like ghosts these rebels are. I plan to return to Markarth and petition the Ard to let me take a war party out to find them. They must be hiding in the eastern foothills. I don't care if they are fighting the Grey Host. They're mine.
Där, ja, då får vi köra vidare. Det är mycket berg i det här delsen i alla fall. Det är ett som säkert. Oj, nu ramlar vi ner i sjön. Det är bäst vi kan simma. Vi får plocka lite plankor eller lite stockar. Det är alltid bra att ha. Om inte annat så kan ni ju sälja lite på auktion. Barrikera in sig. Rackarna. Här har vi ett uppdrag. Där måste vi komma ut. En tiare. Och den fina frun. Ja.
You! I've been looking for you.
Ja. En mappig stad. Lite annorlunda. Sånt gillar vi.
You there. You match the description I was given. I have a message for you from Lyris Titanborn.
Okej.
The Titanborn wanted me to find you and tell you she was on her way, but she had something she had to look into first. She said that if you weren't incredibly busy, she could use your help. Mentioned that you had an uncanny knack for solving problems. All I know is she found something at the Reachwind ritual site. It really got her companion excited. They stayed behind and sent me on ahead to deliver the message, which I have done. Now to see if a Nord can buy some mead around here.
Det får du göra.
I need to report in to Jarl Svanna and the rest of the contingent from Western Skyrim, after I quench my thirst. The road we traveled was long and dusty. Remember, the Reachwind ritual site. That's where you'll find Lyris Titanborn. Yes, along with a contingent of Skyrim dignitaries. She figured it was the least she could do since the Grey Host attacked both our realms. Offer help the way Eastern Skyrim aided Solitude. Normal. I'm not sure what that is anymore. But if you're asking how we're faring, we're doing fine. Distribution of the elixir continues, and they found a way to cure the Harrow. And except for a few disorganized bands, the Grey Host is on the run. He's a big red guard, but he looks puny next to Titanborn. Short bones, though doesn't everybody. They say he's some kind of sword master. Or was it a dragon guard? I'm not sure. It's hard to remember anything other than his beard. It's impressive.
Ja. Det blir mycket prating så här i början. Det blir väl lite mer kriging sen. Och ät lite snacks. Här har vi fler uppdrag vi skulle ta. Lite repeat-uppdrag. Så vi skulle väl kanske in här. Nej. Jo, vi får gå runt det. Vi tar dessa repeat-uppdrag först.
Finally, someone who looks strong enough to actually help.
If it's true, we could find that
Oh, these so-called tough women and men of the Reach gather here in Markarth, yet none of them will deal with the horrors I witnessed. This army in our land raises storms that drag the souls right out of our people. I'm an agent of Ard, the ruler of Markarth. He charged me to find out all I can about these deadly storms and put a stop to them. Reach witches aiding the Grey Host summon them. Call them harrow storms, if you can believe it. I don't know much yet, but I do know how to stop a harrow storm. I'll tell you if you're willing to help. Take some friends, find the storm, and destroy all the witch pikes and grey reliquaries you find. Without them, the summoning ritual will fail. If the Ard hadn't forbidden it, I'd join you in splitting the skulls of these witches myself. Paint the soil with their blood for me while you're disrupting the Harrowstorm ritual, will you?
Ja, det är väl
Do you
samma.
know? You can tell me all about that later, provided you're willing to share. In the meantime, I know the Grey Host somehow convinced Reach Witches to develop the ritual that summons the storms. Stop them, and we stay safe a little longer.
Ja,
Of course you do. Just find a ritual site and destroy any witch pikes and grey reliquaries in the vicinity. Take allies with you though, or expert or not, you won't last a moment. Those sites are heavily guarded.
helt säkert.
That
Oh.
was Arkadak's fool idea. Only it turned out to be a brilliant tactic to get these cursed
Och det är
stones
redigt
under
med ringar i
control.
näsan i alla fall.
Our
3
reach
stycken.
warriors are spread thin.
En riktig raggare är det där, tänker jag. Ja.
The Ard Stonehands seek brave, skilled warriors. Does that describe
Är det
you, or should we
Fantomen?
keep looking? There's a reward in it from the Markarth vaults for those worthy. If you want to follow up on a rumor, I could use you. One of our scouts was investigating a cave network nearby. He swears he saw some odd dwarven beast wandering around down there, dropping a bunch of scrap metal. Enough to be of interest.
Okej.
Most of that dwarf junk is worthless, but some of it can be valuable if used right. If that thing's dumped some scrap, we might as well collect it before we destroy the rest. The job's easy. Destroy the construct and bring back any scrap you find. Good luck out there. You must
Ja,
decide for
ni
yourself
får
if you're the hunter or the hunted today.
finna lite skräp metall då.
I don't like surprises, especially when they come in the form of remnants of the deep folk. We've enough problems without needing to worry about a strange new metal beast roaming around. Easier to just be done with them. We have no use for dwarf mischief. You can't trust anything those daubers created. We get by with our own means, and our own way of life just fine. Better to destroy. We gave our loyalty to Karak long before he became Ard. We are his sword, his shield, and his counsel. There are many threats in the Reach. Too many for one person. So we deal with the ones the Ard can't handle. That rabble. We killed more than a few who came here hoping to steal our land. We don't sell our skills for gold. We devote our lives to protecting the Reach and its people. Compare us to them again, and we'll have more than words. A fair question. We exist to protect Kadak and our clan, not the entire city. With all the clans gathering in Markarth, all the infighting, we're stretched thin. For once, maybe outsiders can help instead of harm. Let's hope I'm right.
Ja, det har du säkert. Det blir mycket babbel här, men vi får
Hello,
läs
adventurer.
vidare.
I have need of someone with your kind of metal. It's dangerous work, but there is a reward if you're so inclined. What do you say?
Hmm.
There's a crazed mage performing dangerous experiments in the depths of Gloomreach. One of those experiments has been brought to my attention, and it has the potential to be catastrophic if not stopped. The Mage's experiment, as near as I can tell, involves a strange egg. He might be trying to hatch a creature, or something even more sinister. Impossible to know for sure. Regardless, the egg needs to be destroyed before it comes to fruition. I look forward to your safe return. With your efforts, we can improve our relationships with the local clans.
Ja, vi orkar inte läsa alla de här grejerna. Vi fick uppdraget, så vi avslutar det. Då ska vi se. Vi kör väl vidare upp där. Ja, vi springer in och ser om vi kan hitta.
Yeah, my friend. Was your hunt successful? You couldn't have timed your arrival any better. Arkadek holds court as we speak. We'll never have a better chance to gain an audience with him. Did your investigation uncover anything we can use? What did you learn? Arana? I have heard that name during my time here. Did you happen to learn what these rebels are rebelling against? Flee this city? With a grey host prowling the countryside? Well, that's 3 valuable pieces of information. I want you to represent me before Arkadek. Explain what you learned and convince him to finally agree to meet with me. Speak with the Ard Sentry. You'll need to convince her to gain an audience with Kadek. I think the information you uncovered about the rebels will be enough to interest the despot of Markarth, but you can never be too certain with Reach folk. I'm lucky to have made it this far into the city. Kadek and his entourage have little patience for a noble such as myself, especially a noble from a land they consider to be the home of their enemy. Now, this task is better in your hands. I shall wait around here and continue to discreetly learn what I can about the Reach and its people. I also want to think about Arana and her rebels. Maybe there's a way to add them to our arsenal. Go. I'll be here when you get back.
Ja, det är du helt säkert. Oj, där har vi en till. Får prata där då.
You again? You dare to disgrace Understone Keep with your presence, outsider? That takes guts, I'll give you that. What's your business in the Ard's Keep? Do you now? And you want to share that information with Ard Kadek?
Yep.
You're certainly full of surprises, outsider. All right, I'll allow you to approach the throne, if your courage holds out. Fair warning, the Ard's in a foul temper today. Not yet you don't, but you will. Ard Kadek is likely to remove your head from your shoulders as listen to you, so talk fast, outsider. And remember, the Ard has no patience for fools or flatterers. Keep that in mind.
Ja. Verkar som en aggressiv vän. Här sitter han, vet du, på tronen.
What fool do I have to behead for letting you in here? You're not of the Reach or the clans. You've either got the sense of a goat or the heart of a saber cat, and I'm eager to find out which. Now, speak plainly. What brings you to the despot of Markarth? The fancy elf, who won't take no for an answer. Yeah, he should have made this offer earlier. News concerning the rebels is a beast worth skinning. Tell me something I don't know, and won't have you fed to my hunting dogs. Spies in my city. Well, that would explain some things, but that and a vague location aren't enough to get me to sit down and drink with a high elf. What else have you got? And remember, my patience is wearing thin. Arana. I know that name. She's a honey-tongued fanatic who refused to bury her sword when I forged a peace with the Grey Host. She's slippery, eh? But I didn't realize she led the rebels. Sniffing out a Reach witch. That commands respect. For now. Aye. They agreed to spare the city while they look for some ancient relic. Dwarven, I suspect. They can have it. Verandis wants to meet? Then talk to my advisor, Lady Boleyn. Track down Arana for her, and I'll listen to every word he has to say.
Ja, det fixar vi ju fint.
I couldn't help but overhear Ardcadic's voice. It carries. Now tell me about the leader of the witch rebels. The name you provided? Arana, I believe you said? Therein lies the problem. Reach witches are experts at losing themselves in the many caves and copses that decorate the landscape. It's like finding a tooth in a hen's beak. Most witches give deference to the Ard. Arana is a troublemaker.
Det var helt säkert.
Actually, that task falls to you. A favor for a favor, yes. That's how business works here. Locate the rebels, find Arana, and urge her to stop meddling in Markarth's affairs. Do that, and you shall earn a place for you and your count in the Reach. That look on your face. I know curiosity when I see it. Very well. I can spare a few more moments before sending you off on your task. What does the outsider in Ardcadic's court wish to know?
Kan man ta en dialog då? Vi får se det.
While I may not have been born and raised in the Reach, I have earned my place as friend and counselor to Ardcadic. His subjects call me a keep witch. I assure you, this is a term of the utmost respect among the Reach folk. A genuine desire for peace brought me here. The Reach finds itself beset from all sides. Orcs, Nords, Bretons, Imperials, they all seek the destruction of the Reach folk. I try to serve as a bridge of sorts. Yes, a bridge between the Reach and the civilized world. There's simply no reason that the people of Tamriel should go on killing each other. We have an opportunity to build a kinder, better Tamriel. I'm here to help make that future come to pass.
Dessa rebeller då?
What is any rebellion all about? Malcontents chafing against the established order, stirring up trouble. They're a nuisance, nothing more. It's a matter of timing. Since the arrival of the Grey Host, the land beyond the city walls has become perilous. The Ard urges everyone to take shelter here in Markarth, while Arana calls them away. Her reckless endeavor will get everyone killed. Peace, yes, of a sort. As long as we stay out of their way, the Grey Host has no quarrel with us. Besides, the walls of Markarth are impregnable. The Reach folk are perfectly safe in here. Now go, find Arana. A favor performed is a favor returned.
Ja, vi springer iväg. Vi kan inte läsa allting. Det blir för mycket babbel. Pröva läsa de flesta dialoger då, men jag kan inte läsa allt.
Over here, my friend. I want you... Before you run off, tell me about your audience with Ardcadic. Impressive. You accomplished more in mere moments than I've been able to do since I arrived in this savage land. Find Arana, see if the witch rebels will join our cause. I will continue my own investigations and meet you back here.
Ja, vi får springa vidare. Se då, var ska vi nu då? Vi springer väl ut då ur stan, tänker jag. Kan man ta den här högre sidan då? Här har vi tjuvnästet. Lite guildtradrar. Arbetsställe, det är ju praktiskt. Ska vi se. Vi kör där och hittar rebeller har vi. Han måste titta runt lite grann. Där har vi en sån här harvstorm där borta. Den är för långt bort. Oh. Här har vi en liten tjuvgömma.
Hold there, outsider. These hills belong to the Reach folk, Rover. Turn around and go back the way you came, or I'll have your nose for a trophy.
Det snälla var då.
Witch rebels, huh? That's just a label applied by the oppressors, don't you think? Look, we have enough trouble with those Greyhost bastards and Carrick's soldiers. We don't need a curious outsider blundering around and getting in our way too. You're a hunter, truly. Sounds more like Carrick and his keep witch getting up to more mischief. You want to befriend the witch rebels? Then prove it. The Greyhost has set up stockpiles nearby. Find out what they're storing, and then we'll talk.
Okay.
The stockpiles were spotted to the east and south. If you can find out what the Greyhost is using them for, then we'll owe you a favor. And true Reach folk never renege on a favor. If I knew for certain, there'd be no need to have you go and take a look, would there? Probably supplies for their army. Though what vampires and werewolves need is anyone's guess. Ritual items, things for their harrowcraft, that's what I expect. Aye. Harrowcraft is what we call the rituals we've seen the Greyhost perform when they summon those cursed storms. Then you know the Greyhost has recruited Ice Reach witches to conjure up their storms. They use fetishes and alchemical mixtures in the rituals, so it makes sense they need a place to store those components. Are you daft, outsider? Do I look like a witch to you? A true witch has power, hears the spirits, knows the old words, commands animals, things like that. Some use their power to help. Others use it to kill. Ice Reach witches are particularly evil. Well, you'll probably have to fight them again. They stalk these hills like old ghosts. They're allied with the Greyhost now, don't you know? Greedy hags, the lot of them. I respect their strength, but their hearts are all twisted inside. There may be a peace of sorts inside Markarth, but out here we're outnumbered and fighting for our lives. Nothing unusual on that. We won't let the Greyhost disarray our land, and we won't let Carrick give it away just to avoid a little blood.
Ja, då får vi springa vidare. Ska vi se vem är närmast då. Vi springer till vänster. Gör vi. Den tar vi först väl. Som bok. vi grejen. Ja, vi kör väl vidare. Där då. Oj, tjenare. Sitter den bort och så håller den på att ramla ner för ett stup här, vet du. Det är ju inte bra. Blommor är bra det. Det är mycket pengar det. Då får vi ta ett uppdrag till jag. Kom det då efter mig eller? Nej, det gjorde inte.
Did you won't find a braver, more trustworthy mercenary than me. But I'm not suicidal. When that cat asked for help, I didn't know she was planning to walk into the Leviathan's maw, so to speak. There's a tough-talking Khajiit from House Ravenwatch. Calls herself a Dusadaro. She's looking for someone to help her with a delicate mission. I was all set to volunteer. For the right price, of course. And she told me the details. She wants to enter the old dwarven ruins and find someone named Cathad. But those ruins are crawling with vampires. Boss Trendler's Lothid clan, to be exact. I told her no thank you. I hate to walk away from gold, but I can't spend it if I'm dead. You want to find a Dusadaro? You're braver than I am, I'll give you that. Last I saw, she was near that old dwarven tower sticking out of the mountain. They say it's an ancient lift. She plans to use it to reach the lair of the Lothid clan. People talk. You hear things. The Lothid are a gang of vampire criminals led by Boss Trendler. They terrorize the locals, charge protection, demand blood tribute, that sort of thing. They use the old ruin as a lair, exactly where Adusa wants to go.
Okay.
What's to tell? I don't really know her. She's connected to some Rivenspire noble house, Ravenwatch, I think. She put out a call for mercenaries and offered a dung ton of gold. If it involved anything other than the Lothid clan, I'd be all in.
Ja. Då sprang de ner där då, okej, ja. Vi tar väl den där först väl. Det kommer bergsgeta upp här då. Ja. Ja. Där har vi ett uppdrag till det då. Oj, här har vi skatten höll jag på att säga. Och en hävesäck. Och en bok. Perfekt. Oj, får jag äta lite mat igen. De såg mig inte. Jag var snabbare än blixten. Ja. Vi får ta den här uppdraget här också. Så vi...
This one hates criminals, especially vampire criminals.
Ja.
Five Claw? Adusa doesn't know what twist of the tale brought you here, but she finds your presence most fortuitous. I could use an extra set of eyes to watch my back. What say you, my friend? Are your eyes still sharp? Will you aid this one again?
Kanske det.
The Lothid, a local clan of vampires, terrorizes the countryside from their lair in the ruins below us. This one convinced young Cathad to leave this clan of criminals. Or so I thought. For some reason, he returned to them. This troubles me. Adusadaro was close to saving a vampire from a life of crime. Why Cathad went back to his clan, I do not know. But I am not ready to give up on him just yet. Will you help me extract Cathad from the Lothid clan, Five Claw?
Ja, jag hjälper dig, vet du.
The dwarven apparatus will take us into the bowels of the mountain, to the Reachwind depths, The ruins that now serve as the lair of the Lothid clan and their leader, Boss Trenlor. Meet Adusa there, Five Claw, and we will find Cathad together.
Det gör vi säkert.
The Lothid is an ancient clan of vampires, older even than the Raven Watch. They turned more troublesome in recent years, ever since Boss Trenlor took charge of the clan. He drives them to perform unspeakable horrors while terrorizing the locals.
Det var inte snällt.
Must Adusa paint you a picture? Boss Trenlor has appetites that he forces the clan to satisfy. Murder, torture, extortion. These are some of the clan's crimes. And now, this one hears of rumors. Tales of a prison where mortals are kept like cattle.
Ja, jag har inte tid att läsa allt. Där jag tyckte jag hörde någonting small i bakgrunden här. Den måste vi ta, vet du. En harvstorm, vet du. Ja, får bara vänta på att komma lite fler kanske. Ja, där står den här, ja. Han var lite chicken han vågade inte gå fram.
Our harvest, your defend the pipes, you fools. The ritual must continue. Your victory over Wicker will be short-lived.
Oj, det var med en redig drake. Ja. Jag får hålla på svansen så han inte dödar att han jäkeln. Så där ja.
This makes no difference. There will be other Harrow storms. You'll never stop them all.
Ja, vi får se på det väl. Ska nog finna allihopa, ja. Ska se, har vi varit något mer? Vi ska ju pressera uppdragare. Vi får ta den först. Main-uppdraget. Det är väl en fördel att följa main. Skulle jag reda på uppsidan nu, eller? Ja. Det är det, vet du. En bok till. Lite fin utsikt lite överallt faktiskt. Dimmiga bergen. Ja. Ja, något intressant här då. Väske. Ja. Coolt. Ska vi se. Ja, vi ska kolla den cirkellag då. Det var ett uppdrag till. Ska vi ta det med då? Något box här kanske. Nej, de var inte agro. Och naturligtvis var uppdrag på nedskär, eller? Okej, ja. Eller, ja, det är det så. Oj, vad hamnade. Fastnar vi snart här i berga. Ja. Står att det är ett uppdrag, men jag kan inte se det. Det är väl kanske under jorden då, annat. Jag hoppar över den så länge.
Easy, friend. I'm not your enemy.
Aha. Det var uppdraget. Det var lite skevt ute. Det var väl inte på rätt ställe. Ja.
I'm not one of those monsters, and I didn't kill this one. It was the blonde giant and her companion.
Jaha. Säkert.
Lyris? Yes, I think that's what her companion called her. They saved us. We were prisoners of Grey Host vampires, bound for the blood pens, I'm sure. Then that armored giant, Lyris, you say? She strolled into camp and demanded they free us. To be perfectly honest, I had my eyes closed through most of it. There was a lot of shouting and cursing. Threats were made. I heard the blonde giant laugh. Then I heard a great swoosh. Lots of them. Must have been her axe and her companion's sword.
Ja, vad en fegis han där.
Every last one of them. They found something on the leader, though. A letter, I think. It got her companion all excited. It mentioned Valthum and departed without another word. So I stuck around to see if I could find anything else of value.
Okej. Ska vi se. Ja, vi rider vidare då. Så det kommer inte en varulv. Oj, oj. Jag tittar runt lite grann. Där är en bok till förresten. Vad vi har. Ja, vi får hoppa ner här antar jag. Oj, jäklar du. Spärrar i armarna på en tänker när jag blockar. Ja. Exakt det.
This one, Tayfan. Come, Harrier. Give me your measure.
Och det var med en riktig
Tayfan told me about
häxa
you,
det.
Harrier. You wanted to talk? Well, here I am. What will it be? A battle? I haven't turned anyone into a goat recently, but I'm willing to try if you so much as raise your weapon. Why does everyone insist on calling us that? Tayfern, remind me to come up with a better name when time permits. As for later, well, I guide this gathering of rich folk if that's what you're asking. But what about you? Why are you here? Of course she is. She's a vampire, after all. We tried to slay her twice without much luck. Quick as a spooked hare, that one, and twice as cautious. We'll have her fangs soon enough, though. You can read? What else does that sheet of paper say? The leader? Now that's a worthy bit of news. Bones and birds guide us well, but there's no replacing a cunning hunter. Go to the barrow, Harrier. Listen in on their meeting. Find out what Belaine and her master are up to, and I'll hear you out. The spirits will see you safely to Valthum, Harrier. After that, I suggest stealth and a strong blade. Overthrow Markarth? What in the mirror's name would I do with all that dead stone? No, my purpose is clear. I need to help our people by shaking Kadok out of his dream. If that doesn't work, I'll split his skull and let it spill out on its own. Kadok's dream of being king. Oh, he has a true heart. In better times, he's a fine leader. But we face a lean season. We're hungry. But instead of filling the larder, he dreams of a golden crown. His foolish pride has brought this upon our people. Not yet. Not until all the beasts of the woods howl his name. And every day he heeds Belaine is another day he proves me right. The Grey Host has dark plans for Markarth. Kadok's stubbornness will get everyone in that city killed. I am, and a fine one at that. What? Never met a witch before, Harrier? I'm sure. We're not all like the blood-sucking Belaine, or my misguided sisters from Ice Ridge, though. Some of us aren't over-enthusiastic malcontents with a penchant for violence and destruction. Not all the time, anyway. Daedra? Ah, the spirits. The old ones. Yes, I've heard them called that. The world is full of whispers, for those with the patience to hear. Most them bloods are just too busy begging pardons from dead gods to pay attention. Pity. Daedra, spirits, crows, it's all the same. Where you see evil gods, we see teachers. Cruel ones, for certain. But that's the world, right? A stone will kill you if it strikes your head. But lifting the same stone makes us strong.
Oh.
What's to tell? I'm a proud woman of the Reach. A daughter of wind, sweat, and the rich soil. As for my brothers and sisters, they're good Reach folk, every last one of them. They mind the spirits and love the land. The real question is, who are you? A fine name, I suppose, for an outsider. But what's in your heart? Most them bloods come to the Reach wheezing under the weight of their purses and writ laws. You, though, I smell the blood of the Reach in you. Not much, but maybe it's enough. Aye, free blood. That's what the Reach is. Freedom. In the Reach, we do as we please. Only way to stop us is to kill us. Then we don't die easy. Same goes for you, I'd say.
Ja, då får vi se. Vi får... Då ska vi in där då, plötsligt. Vart vi kompisar med här uppe då, eller? Nej, det vart vi i vart fall inte. Vi tar väl den där med då. Go to... Nej, vi kör färdigt den där. Det är lika bra. Vi fortsätter på det uppdraget. Mycket gräs i ansiktet där. Ja. Vi springer väl in. Och det är kistöt. Det är ju aldrig fel. Ah. Så där, ja. Fick vi lite stash. Kanske se. Det är okej. Ja. Smart att titta runt lite grann. Det är väl så här bossar och grejer kanske. Ja, jag vill ingen val. Vi springer väl på. Och rabies stannar under. Ska se. Nej, det är väl dumt att springa här kanske för det var fel väg där, men det är väl här vi finner kristallen då kanske. Ja. Återvändsväg. Ja, en måste vi utforska alla hörnan då. runt så jag inte minns massa böcker och grejer.
Rada Al-Saran, your plan proceeds. Kadok hangs on my every word, and soon Reach folk will fill Markarth like a larder.
Excellent. With Markarth prepared, we need only claim the Arc's and Keystone.
I'll make inquiries. Just remember our arrangement. Like you, I hate to be disappointed.
You there, in the shadows. You can't hide from the Ashen Lord. Follow me, if you dare.
Det gör väl.
You actually followed. There's fire in your veins, I'll give you that. Very well. You. The thorn that caused me no small amount of irritation and solitude. You thought yourself so clever, so stealthy, spying on me from the shadows. But the darkness answers to me. Why have you come to this forsaken barrow? You stand before Rada Al-Saran and seek to understand his purpose. Better a torchbug try to comprehend the secrets of alchemy, or a mudcrab the intricacies of necromancy. These events began millennia before your birth. They concern you not at all. Who is this we you speak of? Certainly not the Reach folk. No, there is someone else. I see them, lurking in your thoughts. An ally, almost as ancient as I am. They're desperate to forestall the coming night. Tell me, who is this person? And I don't have to resist the urge to rip out your throat and gorge on your blood. But we are civilized beings, exchanging pleasantries in this humble setting. Perhaps we can come to some sort of arrangement. A tip for a tap, as it were.
Kanske det.
I propose a simple arrangement. A truth for a truth. Ask a question. I will answer honestly, then I will ask a question in turn. A fair compromise, don't you agree?
Ja, okej.
Excellent. Then by all means, ask your first question.
Ja, vi tar den.
I have no interest in conquering the Reach. I came here to make use of something very old, very powerful. The Reach has the misfortune to be located directly above it. Many of these mortals will die, not because I want them to, but because they must. Not when your purpose is worthy. I do what I do for love. My turn. Your ally, are they a high elf? Your honesty does you credit. Thank you. Do you have another question?
Yep.
Lady Belaine is an ally of convenience. Her interests and my design are selfish and predictably narrow. Do you seek to supplant her in Kadok's court? I recommend against that, for it will not go well for you. A threat implies only the possibility of punishment. I do not threaten. Belaine has Kadok's ear. If he takes your side, she kills him and chaos descends on Markarth. If he stands by Belaine, you will be executed. Neither outcome benefits you. Others? Who? Reach folk? The witch Arana? Your mysterious ally? I am unconcerned. Now, for my question. This ally that hides behind your eyes, does he seek to protect the world by going against his own kind?
Ja, det är väl bara svaret ja hela tiden väl.
Of course he does.
Han
Thank you.
vet säkert allting från början ändå.
Now, do you have anything else to ask? That is a complicated question. A being as old as I can claim many origins. This flesh was born on the distant isles of Yokuda. This spirit was forged on the bloody shores of Hammerfell. This purpose, it grew from love and necessity. That word holds little meaning for me now. But yes, in my youth I dedicated my life to perfection. In art, perfection. In love, perfection. In war, especially in war, perfection. To attain glory in Yokuda, nothing less would do. Is it? Beyond the Sea of Pearls, peerless sword masters were as common as grains of sand. Even the grandest victories felt commonplace. In a land of heroes, how can anyone claim to be exceptional? Precisely. After the conquest of Hammerfell, I wandered in search of new challenges. I found only one. Leki, daughter to Rutger and master of the sword. We fought for 3 grueling days, without pause for rest or nourishment. But I didn't win. I didn't lose either. I could not accept a draw, however. The cold reality of my imperfection. That resentment drove me to Molag Bal. It took the patient wisdom of a friend to break perfection's hold on me. Now, your turn. Your ally. Are they a vampire? Interesting. A picture begins to emerge. Do you have anything else to ask? Lady Belaine is an ally of convenience. Her interests and my design are selfish and predictably narrow. Do you seek to supplant her in Kadek's court? I recommend against that, for it will not go well for you. A threat implies only the possibility of punishment. I do not threaten. Belaine has Kadek's ear. If he takes your side, she kills him and chaos descends on Markarth. If he stands by Belaine, you will be executed. Neither outcome benefits you. Others? Who? Reach folk? The witch Arana?
Ja, det har vi väl redan läst, så vi kan inte läsa om igen. Ska vi se. Ja, då ska vi ut ur era grötta då. Ja, det var där vi tittar på andra sidan väl. Så det är det. Här kan vi hoppa ner. Ska jag kolla här först. Vad är det här uppe? Ingenting. Återvändsgränd. Ja, naturligtvis. Om igen, vi tar aldrig på en gång. Ja, de kommer ner den också. Ja, men smäller det till, vet du. Ja, vi springer väl ut. Ja, jag tror vi avslutar den inspelningen här. Glöm inte att trycka prenumerera och en tumme upp om du gillar videon, så kommer det fler livesändningar snart.